Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
You give me 1, 2, Ray.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I used the clap.
What?
I used the clap in the middle of you singing as the clap.
That's good. Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah, double jabbing.
Now, come here. I know we do it every episode. We do this, right? But we get it out of the way early as well.
He's
what's
an
going
awful
on?
idiot.
No, I know, but because we were arguing, genuinely arguing before this. Brendan wants to set up a podcast himself called, what's he called? The Best Manager in the World
I'm the best manager
podcast.
in the world podcast.
Yeah, it'll be very niche market, I think, that he would have for us. Because once again, he said, I only ordered the cocktails a half an hour ago, lads. They're probably not going to get here.
Yeah.
Now, we don't ask a lot of him as our manager.
No, just cocktails at the appropriate time.
Could we please have a cocktail, please, Brendan, if you don't mind, please?
At the appropriate time.
There's managers out there who do way more
Yeah.
for their
Now,
clients.
don't mention the flicking of the cameras as well. He does that for us. Occasionally. He takes weeks off as well.
Yeah, he takes more holidays off that, man.
Anyway, I wish him all the best with his new podcast.
So we don't have some lovely Blind Tiger cocktail club cocktails.
But we have instead Blind Tiger bottles of Heineken.
Yeah, we have a Heikkinen. Yeah, and we definitely got them from
We
Blind
took them
Tiger.
out of the fridge in the bar only 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we bust the door in. It wasn't open. So I got through a very small window.
Yeah.
Because I can still do that at my...
I actually tried to break into Anderson's today.
What?
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
Okay, well, this is going to be good, actually. This is good. This is good. You tried to, which means the security is obviously good there, so you can't
It is
break
actually.
in.
Well, you know something? I had an implement in my hand, right?
Did you take it out?
No, I didn't. I
You
took
won't
it
break
out.
any window with that joke, man. I'll tell you one thing.
I had a little yoke that I was going to use to try and pry a door open.
Why?
Why? Because I wanted to go and take down a few bits. I had left a few bits up, from Saturday night, where I was too drunk to look at myself.
You'd be
Never
the
mind
kind
to take down
You'd be
gear.
the kind of fella who'd break into something to fix it up a bit.
Yeah, no, I was. I was going in to tidy.
Tidy it, like.
I was going in to tidy up the club for the students during the week.
Jesus.
And it was only when I was just about to pry the door open I remembered they have an alarm.
Yeah.
So that's the last thing I wanted to do was trigger an alarm.
Also, just to push people away from ever trying to break into it, they also have 8 Rottweilers that guard the building. And
They're very quiet.
The Rottweilers, no.
Because I didn't hear a peep out of
The
them.
Rottweilers have knives attached to their hands as well. And they
What
have
hands?
They have pistols.
The Rottweilers with hands.
Yeah, they've handed Rottweilers, man. Oh, it's lethal in there, right? They've handed Rottweilers, and the Rottweilers also have guns on their back as well that shoot every time they bark.
Yeah.
So when they look at you,
You're painting a really
full
secure
Alec Baldwin
picture.
job, man. You'd be, that's an awful joke. Okay.
Awful
Anyway,
joke.
let's move on from the crack. You can't break into Anderson's. We learned.
No, you can't bring in Anderson.
We're drinking some Heineken.
Yeah, it's
Now,
a tremendously secure event centre.
Oh, it's the most tremendously secure event centre in all of the town.
Yeah.
Which is where some boys for promo. Come here, we're drinking a Heineken now, right?
Yeah.
I can't be living my life anymore.
Why?
I can't live my life anymore.
Because you're drinking a lot.
Listen to me.
Okay.
You get 18 months of a lockdown.
Where all you did was drink wine like a fish.
Yeah, I know, but I did that for the first couple of months, and then I saw my Ned Kelly getting bigger, and I said,
You lost sight of the young fella.
yeah, I couldn't see him anymore.
It's awful worrying when you lose sight of the young fella in the
Jesus
shower.
Christ,
You
you
look down and all you can see is the tip of your toes.
You can't be looking for him like that. But as I said, it's the worst part of it is when you're laying back watching television and your belly's in the way of the TV. That's the worst. That's when you go, fuck, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you don't really go out and about, right?
Yeah.
Then you have a wedding and you
Yeah.
get married to a lady, right? And then
Yeah.
you're going, geez, that took it out of me.
Did.
And then you come straight back and you have a 30th birthday.
Into society.
Into society again. And you have a 30th birthday when society is at its most open that it's ever been.
Yeah.
Which was this weekend.
I think everybody's reeling from it.
What do you mean?
Well, everybody, it must be an awful shock to the system for a lot of people. To go 18 months without this and then to go full back into a bank holiday October weekend.
And loads of people, from what I've seen, it wasn't mad around the town or anything.
No.
So most people are obviously pacing themselves. They're not going straight for the Olympics.
I
They're
think
going to do
there's
the local trials first.
They're going to do the local community games.
Yeah, they'll do the community games first you did with the jacket on.
Yeah.
But because it was my birthday weekend, I had to go for it.
Did you have a nice birthday weekend?
I had a brilliant birthday weekend, right?
I feel tremendously guilty.
Why?
Because you told us, and Nicholas said it as well. He said, he doesn't want to fuss. He doesn't want no cakes, no shout outs, no balloons, no nothing. But I actually feel empty now after the weekend.
Well, because you love organising.
No, not just that, but I just feel like you were cheated out of the proper celebration.
No, it's not that at all. It's, you think, imagine if it was one of those things where I was like, don't do anything, and then you didn't do anything, and I was like,
that's what I was worried about, that you might actually be vexed.
No, here's the thing. we already asked 100 people to come and see us get married about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be asking the same people to come down and celebrate it. You know what I mean? They'd be going, what in the name of, this fella's costing me a fortune.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you are. Yeah, I won't lie.
Yeah, so I was like, we can't.
It's been a very expensive couple of weeks with you.
But here's what I did though. So Friday night, myself and Brendan Tierney did a gig in Fiddler's Creek in town.
That's right.
Now that is not a sponsor of the show, so it actually it's not.
It's just fact.
It's a shite pub, man.
Stop it!
It's an absolute shit box of a
now.
pub.
We can't.
No, it's a terrible place, man. We don't go there all the time and gig there. It's a shithole of a place. Right. So come here now. So we went in there, did a terrible gig, and we drank at that gig, right? Thanks to the shite bar staff that are in there. They gave us a load of shite drink. And we drank, obviously got out of it, right?
Yeah.
Myself and Brendan.
You get out of it in the worst way.
Yeah, and we said, a terrible way of getting out of it and enjoying ourselves. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh. And then, so that was enough. Then I woke up, ropey. Ooh, ropey.
You're ropey on the Saturday.
Yeah, and then in the best place in the whole town, Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre, on the Saturday night, which was actually my birthday night, we went and seen Johnny Boxty and the boys in the Johnny Boxty featuring Johnny Boxty band.
Johnny Gallagher.
Right?
And
Johnny Gallagher, yeah.
And the band are the Boxties.
They're the Boxty boys, right?
Yeah.
They're the Boxty boys. So, Jesus, you can fucking hear it, can't you? I'm still. So we drank the bollocks out of it there as well. Now, I think I left there at a very
ungodly hour.
Ungodly is not the word, Ray.
Sun was coming up.
Well, anyway, we left there, but I mean, we had to take down some gear, so we weren't breaking any kind of a law. So we drank in there as well. Yeah. Now, then, last night, third night in a row, right?
You were back in Lily's.
Back in Lily's, right? Doing the Sunday Raw, a shy pub, man. A shithole of a place is Lily's, right? We did a shy gig in there that was class crack.
Shy staff there too.
Shy crack, everything. Shy crack, shy star, everything, man. Nice. So we went in there and then we drank. Now, there's a gentleman in there called Jamie Cawley, right?
Okay.
He does be behind the bar, right?
Good. You painted a lovely picture here.
He said, sure, it's Kendy's birthday weekend, right?
Yeah.
Let's get him a copious amount of drink and let's see what happens. I was trying to gig. Now, they were filling me with like Guinness and then other shots of Sambuca and stuff. And I was like,
did they have a cake for you?
Yeah, they did a cake.
So someone got you a cake.
It was a Pokemon cake. It was wonderful. Bulbasaur was on it, and Pikachu, and Charmander. And I loved every bit of it. Now, I didn't eat it. I said, bring that home with you, lads.
Right.
Because I left there at another ungodly hour. We were taking down gear, Ray. So, now, they were giving me the bookie and the whole lot, right? Load of Sambuca, a load of other kind of stuff. And that was like burning the chest off me while I was gigging. I was like, lad, you dirty. Anyway.
You swallowing the Rennie.
Man, I tell you, a bag of Rennie today wouldn't have done it, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Eventually, Jamie gave me this shot, right?
Oh.
I don't know what was in it, Ray, but I think my DNA is different today after drinking it.
You do feel different about yourself.
I feel like I should get in touch with the government and tell them I need a different PPS number because
you don't feel yourself.
I'm not me anymore.
No.
I drank this thing, Ray. I swear to God, I actually saw the whole world flash before my eyes.
I don't know the name, but I think I'm aware
somewhere
of this
in the
one.
middle of it all, like I saw the cure for cancer, but it was flashing too quick, and it was gone.
Yeah,
just as quick as it was there.
Okay,
it lit a fire in me, Ray. I tell you what,
that no Nexium could put out.
No Nexium could put out, man. You wouldn't see a fire like this, man, in the Antarctic when people are trying to stay warm.
Today, Monday, after 3 nights on it.
Look at my face.
I can see it in your face. I'm surprised you're able to do this at all.
And then you handed me this Heineken.
Take a little sucky out of it.
I haven't sucked out of it yet.
Take a little sucky out of it there now. You'll fit. Look, just put it in your mouth there now.
Do you know
put
what the
it
worst
in your
thing
mouth,
is? No, hang on.
Nope.
I've puked at this podcast before, like.
Yeah, you have.
And it's like the story I told when I shit the bed. Like, if you shit the bed once, then you know you're capable of it, and then you never trust yourself ever again.
Yeah.
And it's the same with puking on a podcast. I could do it again. Like.
Okay, good lad. Now, and as Mark there now suckles from the teat of the Heineken, he's back with us in the room.
It feels nice. It feels nice because I'm awful dehydrated, man. I have a mouth like Andy's flip flop.
Right.
Honest to God,
you had a lovely bank holiday weekend, then. So
it was long-winded now.
It's not over.
Do you know what I mean?
Another shite gig and another shite pub tonight.
Oh, shithole tonight, man. Fiddler's Creek again tonight, doing another gig. I don't know why we do the gigs
now. We can't even mention the name.
I know. We actually love Fiddlers in all seriousness. Now, yeah, but we're not even allowed to mention Fiddlers, though. What are you on about, Ray, you prig? It's all the Blind Tiger and Andersons in this establishment.
Yeah, you're making an absolute... you're professionally, you're...
I rooted the...
You're ruining our professional
Yeah, but no one's ever going to sponsor us ever again. I was going to say something else now as well, bit on all of that. Oh, yeah. Saturday night, Johnny Gallagher was unreal.
It's very good.
You were doing the sound at the gig as well.
Just about. I just got carried away. Somebody bought me a pint of the Heineken, and that ruins me.
No. again, it's another 18 months since we've been at that kind of event.
Yeah.
My ears, man, were ringing.
Oh, it was loud.
Oh my God, it was loud.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for
You could only
volume.
talk between the songs.
I was texting them behind the bar, even though I was standing in front of them. You know what I mean? Get a pint or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, that was. But they was.
I'm sorry.
Class. And also, they're the most. What a band they are, because they're a pair of brothers.
A pair of brothers, yeah.
There's two brothers.
Johnny and Porrick, the keyboard player and the guitar player,
And then
are
there's
brothers.
two brothers.
And then there's Kieran O'Reilly and Sean O'Reilly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Isn't that mad little family affair between them all?
Little family affair, yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that was
They
actually
have two
birthday
mammies
night.
between them.
They have a pair of mammies.
Between them.
Not mad.
Yeah.
Full band, only two mammies in
4
it.
people responsible for that band. That's all.
It's great.
I'd like
It's
to
great.
think it's 4 people.
Well,
Could be more.
Yeah, well,
You know the calibre postman up in Calvin.
yeah, he's a gentleman with a big old beard and everything. I know him. Yeah, I know the fella. Anyway, let's stop talking shit. That was my birthday weekend, and now I'm looking forward to not just settling.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is as well, and I don't want to get like I want to talk about a few things on this podcast, but without, I don't know whether to mention names or not.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Here's the thing. Here's
Why
the
wouldn't
thing.
you?
When you're out again and you see some people that you haven't seen in a while,
Yeah.
it's unreal that people have stories. Like,
Okay.
class to have stories.
Yeah.
Now, and one of the things that happened with two people I was chatting to at the Johnny Boxy gig
Yeah.
was they said, have you heard of Anya Chambers?
Oh.
Now, that's the name I didn't know if I wanted to mention or not. But I was talking to someone else about an Anya Chambers character today, and they said, sure, she was on Podge and Raj apparently.
I think it's, if you're going to bring this up, I've been aware of Lorna Chambers for a long time.
And why have you not told me about this lady before?
I was hesitant. It was a topic that I didn't know you'd take.
So I heard about it 2 days ago, and
Yeah.
I've brought it up straight away.
Yeah. So I was just waiting for you to find her.
So
She's
like, I don't want to say too much.
I'll explain it.
Okay, yeah, that would be way better. Go on.
There's a lady here from
Safer.
Sligo.
That'd be a lot safer.
I think it's safer.
It definitely
Yeah,
is.
there's a lady here from Sligo, and her name is Anya. And she likes to take pictures and videos in well-known Sligo beauty spots.
Hotspots.
Beauty spots.
Yeah.
So she'd find herself a little hill or a mountain.
Yeah.
And she'd tip out there for a photo shoot.
No more than any young one would, like.
Pretty much, but it's very, I suppose more pronounced.
Yeah, like what does she wear, Ray, at these things? I just pretend I'm a stupid idiot.
Right. Anya has her own sense of style. and she wears outfits that she picks herself.
She dresses herself in
Yeah,
them.
now there'll be hot days.
Would it take her long to dress herself?
She wouldn't be doing this in the winter time.
No, and she wouldn't take her that long to put these clothes on.
No, I'd say she'd be ready for this now very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like she has to really
And
dress,
then
you know.
she'd also then make use of the I suppose the amenities in the beauty spot.
She might be
if
leaning
there,
on something.
If there was a wall,
Yeah.
she'd either sit in it,
Yeah.
or lean in it,
And make herself comfortable.
or she may straddle the wall.
She would, or she might just lean over it maybe.
Oh, in a very suggestive way.
And then maybe the camera would be behind her, like,
Yeah.
you know.
I think her father does the camera work. So I'm told.
Is he into the photography? He is.
I think he's big into the photography.
Oh, is he? Jesus
But
Christ.
no, in fairness,
Mickey Chambers photography.
She has, she seems to be very popular.
Yeah, she's a very
Um,
popular one. Like I said, I don't want to say a huge amount about her, but like you could look it up. Like I think she has a website.
What are your take on now that I've explained?
Well,
listeners?
I don't know much about her because I only found out about her 2 days ago, so I haven't actually looked her.
Why are you finding it so
I
interesting?
have looked her up.
You've
like,
looked her up.
I've looked up her, but
Yeah. Only because she left.
so well, yeah, I had no choice really.
Yeah.
But what is her profession or vocation?
I'd say she works for Fault Ireland. Because, I mean, I'd say if you were to get the people that have done a lot for Sligo in a room, she'd be one of them.
Oh yeah, she's done
Yeah, she's
plenty
put
for
the place on the map.
She's done plenty for the scenery.
Yeah.
In
No,
fairness to her.
I don't know what her profession is, I'll be honest. I'd say she might have been, you know the way you'd see now people doing content creators.
Oh
they
yeah,
call them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between now what they call porn and content creators.
Yeah,
I
well-
think Anya's a content creator.
You can hover over that line, Ray, sometimes too. Like
But
some
I
people,
think she's the original content creator.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think she
the
may
thing.
have been doing it before anyone else was
I
creating
think
content.
a lot of these photos, and I don't think it's just their sense of style. I think some of them were taken in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
From what I like.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
She's a pioneer.
I don't know what she looks like now, but so she was the first ever
Yeah.
socialite content creator,
It would seem so.
and like very good at it, I must say. No, very good at it, Ray. Like, I mean, like you kind of have to take your hat off to people like that don't care, you know.
Right.
And like, there's other people that do it in very different ways than Anya does.
Yeah.
Like Anya has her own little market, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. she's into a certain kind of photo, looking at something.
Yeah, well, they're always like, it's always a very nice place. She
always wears the most wonderful items of clothing. I mean, some stuff now I haven't seen in a long time. But
there'd be a shop in Ballina called Carmel's Fashions, right?
No way, it's actually called Carmel's.
It's called Carmel's Fashions. Yeah.
Carmel's Clothes Fashions.
It's for crossing Bar Square. How would you not have seen it when you're loading gear out?
No, go on
Yeah,
anyway.
Carmel's Fashions. And I would be of the... If anyone from Ballina knows Carmel's Fashion, I would say, well, no, actually, she wouldn't buy any of those clothes there. Now that I think of it, they wouldn't sell that.
So the best way of describing it is, if we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
If Anne Summers had hit Ireland in the 70s, Anya would have bought all her clothes there.
Yeah.
100%.
I think one of my favourites from Anya would be the day she mowed the lawn. There was a full length... There was a full length video of her flat out mowing the lawn on a good day.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was one of them petrol lawnmowers as well. Like. So she had to push it.
Oh, for the love of fuck. That was her favourite shoe,
That's
wasn't
my
it?
favorite. I know, in fairness, myself and Laura watched the whole video.
Oh, she was very active that day, I'd say. But she had to get the lawn done.
And she had to stop then. She took a break.
Well, what was she doing?
She went back at it again. I had to ask myself though, like obviously I think, like I said, I think her dad does the video.
Oh, Jesus.
So her dad is out. I suppose her father's glad that he's getting the lawn mowed.
Oh, but sure, she's fucking hard working, man. You know what I mean? Like, she'll do the few bits around the house.
Yeah,
like,
but she'd be doing it in a pair of high heels.
Yeah, I know. Even better again, man.
She'd be digging up more of it, then she'd be cooking.
Oh, sure, she'd be stamping worms out of it and everything, lad. So she would. Oh my God. But come here. What I'm saying is more power to her.
Yeah.
Because she's found her little avenue that obviously makes her.
She found her avenue a long time ago.
I seen that avenue, Ray. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've seen what is in her avenue. So she so if she's just done it. Did you ever hear of a guy called Francis Bourgeois?
No.
Okay, so he's similar to Anya Chambers in a way that he's found this thing he's mad into. She just happens to be mad into mowing the lawn in high heels.
Yeah, one of the things she does.
This guy is super into trains, right?
Wait a minute.
Do you know who I'm on about?
Yes!
Do you?
Hey, he's a blonde-haired fella.
Yeah.
And he just be on the TikTok.
Yeah,
And he has a camera on his head.
Yeah, it's the best angle ever. He has this wide-angle fish lens on a GoPro on his head. But he stands up and he goes, okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to wait for the R4653 that's going to be coming through Brighton in about 10 minutes. And then it comes through and he's like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Blow the horn. Oh, wow.
Now, in fairness, unless you've seen this, but what's his name? No. Francis
Bourgeois, I think, anyway. I think that's his name.
Question is, right, basically, where I get from this is a very, nice gentleman, young gentleman, who likes to spot rare-looking locomotives.
Yeah.
And he likes to wave and chat to the lads that run the locomotives.
All he wants to do is see them.
Yeah, just want to see them. Sometimes they knock him over in his little chair because he'd be sitting on the platform and the train would come in so fast that it knocked the poor lad over.
Yeah.
And it's just him with the big happy head in him.
Like that. Oh, wow. But here's the thing. The reason we're cynical about it and you're going like, why, is it real or not?
Yeah.
Is because there's nothing in our life that gives us joy like a train gives him joy or like putting our arse out gives Anya.
Yeah.
We will never have that. And we'll search for it. The only time you ever get that kind of joy is when you're a child and someone dangles keys over your head and you go, that's the best thing I've ever seen in my whole fucking life, right? Mm-hmm. And then you never get it again.
Yeah.
So these people are, like you said, pioneers. And we should be looking at them going, I'm jealous.
Yeah. But do you find that as you get older, and this is now, I'm going into something that actually struck me last night.
Oh, lovely, okay.
I found last night, Sligo Live was on, here in Sligo, and Glenn Hansard was playing in the Knocknaree Arena.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And my good sister Joanne and her husband Michael had tickets and they couldn't go because they were wrecked from all the nights before that.
Yeah.
So they,
no more than me.
No more than you, but they had a choice. They said, no, we're going to stay at home and go to bed.
Yeah.
So said to me, do you want the tickets? I said, I'll take the tickets.
Oh, lovely.
Steph Laura went to see Glenn Hansard.
Oh, yeah.
First time for her seeing him. She really enjoyed him.
Yeah.
Me, not so much.
Why?
I'm a huge Glenn Hansard fan.
Right.
And he was marvellous. But I'm kind of over it. Do you know?
Jesus
I was a small bit bored of myself.
What?
Now, I could have been horrid tired from the previous couple of nights.
It takes a lot more to get you excited nowadays than it ever did.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I found. I found myself sitting there going, where are the fireworks? Where are the pigeons?
You got to wow me, Glenn.
Yeah, you got to do something, Glenn, that you haven't done before. I've heard, and you know,
Take it out.
Take it out, Glenn.
Take it out. Let's see where this goes. Okay. I want you to play the old triangle, but I want you to take it out.
Yeah. No.
And at least that'd be something you hadn't seen before. You need to be wowed nowadays.
Yeah. But maybe,
and it needs to be done quick as well.
I felt bad because Glenn did a fine show. And this brings me on to my next point. He dealt with a heckler in the most amazing way possible.
Go on.
So this lady was at the gig, and I can't get over this. Obviously, we've had a year and a half of no gigs.
Yeah.
But it seems in that year and a half, people have come back now to live shows, and they like getting their own little moment.
Oh,
so there's
that's
whooping,
the thing.
hollering, clapping.
Yeah. How dare they clap
make
at him?
a noise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's one lad going...
Oh, yeah. There's not probably on the wrong beat as well.
Yeah, but he ploughed on 3 minutes into the song. He kept going.
Yeah.
With the clapping. And I was going, come out. But there's this, woo! Just out of nowhere.
Right.
And then roaring out names of places. Cork! Come on, Ballyhaise!
Jesus.
And this lady from Ballymun, obviously, I think he's from in and around that direction.
All right, okay.
And she's from in and around that direction.
Okay.
And she's going, how are you doing?
I know you. I know your mother.
Yeah,
hey,
no, sorry.
I taught you how to play guitar.
Sorry to Dave Griffiths. He did complain about the fact that we use that same Dublin accent every time we talk about anyone from Dublin.
Yeah, I know.
But sure, what about it? They're from Dublin.
And also,
like,
it's a perfect accent.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they sound like.
This lady wouldn't show up at all.
Yeah.
Show up, shut up. She wouldn't shut up at all.
Yeah.
And, here, Glenn, play High Hopes.
That's class, man. That sounds exactly like there. That's perfect.
It was getting really annoying.
Yeah.
And Glenn was kind of going, I heard you, and he was kind of going, look, it's like, I'll get to it. It's on the list,
okay.
And eventually he just had enough of her.
Right.
He says, right, look, he was going for different songs. No, right, sound, you want that, you won't shut up. Do you want to sing it?
Oh, that's very... But she would have said yes.
Of course she said yes.
Of course she did.
She nearly tripped over herself 14 times over trying to get up on the stage.
She's a dub. I can do that better than any of us.
That was very funny trying to watch her to get up on the stage because the stage was the same height as her. And she tried to jump up on it. And that didn't happen. So she ploughed up around the side and she sat up beside him and made a terrible job singing that.
Brilliant. I'm glad she did.
Yeah. And we all enjoyed it. That was the most entertaining thing in the whole show.
And then everyone be like, get off. Oh, boo.
But she was silent then for the remainder of the day.
Yeah, she'd shut up then, wouldn't she?
No, she creeled herself trying to get back into the seat. She
brilliant.
Absolutely,
better again.
She slipped in all the drink that she spilled.
Oh, lovely. I'm delighted because she's no bitch like. Anyone kick her when she was on the ground as well? No, just had fucking...
No, that's a bit too far now.
Jesus. And come here, High Hopes.
It's a song, yeah.
Codeline.
Same thing. Yeah, Laura looked at me and said, oh, I know, I love this song. I said,
that was the only one she recognised. Yeah. Did he do Fall in the Broad Slowly?
He did.
And did he do it with a lady?
No, the Ballymun lady was back in the seat at that point.
So he sang it on his own?
Sang it on his own.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Honestly.
That was last night anyway. I just thought I'd tell you that in the story.
Come here, was it full out of it?
It was almost full out of it.
Right.
Which is lovely to see. But just if they just wouldn't shut up the whole
The amazing thing about the Knocknarea Arena is and it shows you where we're going now, is that was the test centre.
Yeah.
So is it no longer a test centre?
Oh, it's completely cleaned out now again.
That's
it's
brilliant.
Back to normal.
That shows you we're going the right way.
We are going the right now. I hope. I have high hopes.
High hopes.
As Glenn Hansard is say, I have high hopes that they won't it isn't like the crack before Christmas. Remember we had a drop of crack before Christmas?
Yeah, there was the crack before Christmas and all through the
country. Everybody was going buck wild, having a great time. Then all of a sudden everybody went, because you'd find it in the news.
Yeah.
They're saying it more and more. There was 452 people hospitalised today.
Okay.
And so you're kind of going, don't do it to us again.
So I'd love if they came on and said, news in Ireland today, there was 5,999,000 people not hospitalised today due to COVID.
It's all in the way you tell it.
And we're into it now.
Oh no, we'll keep it now. We won't go too far.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I think they shouldn't be telling us numbers anymore.
No.
Because if they've decided now that we're on this path out where it's all on personal point of privilege, a personal whatever the hell they call it, right? Then they should stop telling us then, because now it's their problem.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we've left it up to you now. Will you get at least one more bed, please, in your ICU?
Yeah, you've had a year and a half.
Yeah, you've had a year and a half to add to do nothing.
Yeah.
And so you can stop putting it on us now. You've told us that it's not on us anymore.
Yeah.
So don't tell us the numbers.
Yeah.
Or if they tell us that number, I want them to tell us a load of other numbers as well.
Yeah.
I want people to say like...
How many people were in with flus?
I want to say 100,000 people today rang because of their mental health. They rang a helpline today because of their mental health. Whatever, cancer numbers, everything. Stop sending us COVID numbers if we're apparently going...
Did you hear about the Amish?
What did they do now?
Well, they just seen a little clip about them, the way they dealt with COVID.
All right.
They all, apparently when they go to Mass,
They thought it was work of the devil.
Amish country abroad in America,
Yeah.
above in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, they don't tend to have much to do with the rest of the world.
No, unless
Right.
they're on the TLC network.
Unless they're on the, why did they be on the TLC?
And then they put them in fucking bikinis and make them date lay people.
Okay, I
Do you ever
didn't
see
that.
those shows, no?
What's that about?
It's called like Amish in the City. Like that TV channel is called the Learning Channel.
Yeah.
You would not learn nothing.
Right.
Honey Boo Boo is £600,000. And then there's an Amish woman that they're bringing into fucking Victoria's Secret, making her try on bikinis and saying, you're going out with a fella, his name is Dayton. And you're meeting him tomorrow night, like in New York City. And she's like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
because they don't know nothing about
And
nothing.
they're like, they're just pointing cameras at them.
Yeah, see, that's reactionary television.
It is, but that's when people sit down and they eat hunky-dories, watch it all day, like eyes burnt out of their head. And they're like, okay, well, look, Amish in the City is on now, and then Honey Boo Boo's on, and then there's a show about 6 dwarves that lives together, and that's my whole day set up. Like.
That's your whole day.
You know what I mean?
The Amish, anyway, when they go to Mass, they all drink from the same cup of wine.
Dirty bastards.
Yeah, but they all got the COVID.
Should we do it as well? Did
Yeah.
they all? So every Amish person got COVID.
They all got it really fast. They got through the COVID in no time.
And so now they're
out
built
of
up
it.
herd
Yeah.
immunity.
Yeah,
as they
they're
say.
sound now.
So should we all drink from the
same
spit
cup.
in your mouth.
What? Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Let's think about this. We're all going to get it,
Yeah.
right? We're all
Yeah.
going to get COVID.
Let's all spit in each other's
So
mouth.
let's get it over and done with now. Let's all go around spitting in each other's mouths.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right? I'm going to give everybody a wet willy like that into their ear.
Can you know the way I'm great at jokes?
Yeah, no, go on.
I'm not going to tell you a joke.
Okay.
But I have an awful problem with telling jokes, and then I make a mess of them.
Okay, go on.
But I did hear an idea for a television show. It was, and again, a book on TikTok said this. I thought it was very interesting. You put 12 lads in a house.
Okay.
Right? Right? Okay. And one of they say you'll tell them all that one of the lads is straight and the other 11 is gay.
Oh, Jesus
Right?
Christ. Right.
Right? See, I won't tell this right.
Come on.
Anyway, so I think I gotta get this right now at all. It's a television idea. So yeah, it's a show, right? So there's 12 lads, and you have them all told that one of the lads, right, one of the lads is
Straight.
Is straight. So if I was going in, I'd be standing there going, right, well, it's obviously me. Do you know?
Yeah.
But all other 11 lads are told, you know, all the other lads are gay, right? Wait, no. That's not how it works.
You are the worst storyteller.
Help me here.
No.
So, no, the idea is
How can I help? I don't know what this is.
everybody thinks they're the straight one, but they're led to believe
That everyone else is gay.
And the object of the game is to figure. For everybody has to figure out who the straight one is, but everybody's under the impression
That they're the straight
one. So everybody's been proven how
Everyone's ultra straight, like. Oh, do you want to watch the match? I love watching the match with my girlfriend.
I wish I
That
figured
can-
out. I'd love to know what the idea actually was.
But that's 100%. That would be the kind of show that would be on either ITV or the Learning Channel.
Yeah, I wish
You know
I
what I
told
mean?
that better.
Well-
But at least I prefaced it with my devastatingly bad ability at recounting stories.
Yeah, you're a terrible acid, I must say. It's pretty bad now, to be honest with you.
Can I talk about something?
Yeah, let me think.
Oh no, can I talk about something?
Yeah, I want to think if you could talk about something.
All right,
No, go on. I want to mess
When we talked about last week, we obviously did the wedding special where we described your wedding.
Yeah.
There was one item that we didn't mention, and I was raging when I was reminded of it after. At the ceremony,
Yeah.
I happened to be sitting on what as they call the bride side.
Yeah.
Right? Because we kind of just supported both sides, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I was sitting on the bride side and on the bride side of life.
Always sit on the bright side.
of life.
Very good, Ray.
Yeah, thank you. So it was Evan Laura and it was young Cahill Mulhern and Louise Orr, who, by the way, I know her birthday will be over by the time this comes out. Happy birthday, Louise.
Happy birthday, little Luigi. And also, Ray.
Yeah.
A big, sexy happy birthday to James E. McManus.
Oh, it's his birthday too.
Yeah, you know what the fella, he's the best one of them all. That
Yeah,
does
the
camera
best
flicks.
one on the cameras.
Yeah, it was his birthday as well.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, James E. Bye.
Happy birthday. And then I suppose when we're doing birthdays, big happy birthday to my sister Joanne. It'll be her 30th shortly.
The day after this
The day
goes
after
out.
this comes out. Fair play to her too.
So fair play to you, Joanne Lovey.
Anyway, there's 4 of us sitting there in a pew.
Pew,
right?
pew, 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 pew.
We we notice as we're sitting in the pew, 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 that there's a little bell, right?
Okay.
But it's the communion bell, right?
I know what happened here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we kind of looked and went, look at that there now, little bell, right? Yeah. None of us really thought about it. And then it got to that time in the Mass where it was time for the bread of Christ to be whipped out.
He whips out the bread of Christ.
Yeah, and it doesn't become the bread of Christ. It's just
until
bread.
you lift it into the air.
Until you lift it in the air and someone rings a bell. Now. When he lifted the bread of Christ, the bread into the air,
yes,
Cahill nudged me and says, should we ring it?
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought about the bell at this point.
Yeah.
And Cahill figured out and he didn't want to ring it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a lot of pressure.
But I was alerted to this and I was like, shit, we're after missing that one now.
Yeah, you missed the first ring.
Yeah, so
and can I just say,
yeah,
it was the most awkward 3 seconds I have ever experienced. There's nothing, and we didn't know this, but we just know it from going to Mass since we were little kids.
Yeah.
There is nothing more awkward than when a bell is supposed to ring and it doesn't.
With everything that was going on up at the altar, did you notice that? Obviously,
Straight away.
Yeah, you noticed, yeah.
Nicola looked at me and said, this wedding is a fucking disgrace. She was like, that's after ruining the whole day now.
Yeah.
And she was like, let's just get through it, but we're getting divorced straight after this shit.
Yeah, fair enough. So then I was ready then, because there's a bit of laughter then, there's a bit of devilment.
Yeah.
And Carl nudged me and said, you do it. And of course, I'd be up for stuff like that.
Of course.
So, but I got a great. Now, this was me being entertained.
Yeah.
Never mind your Glenn Hansard gig. This was high entertainment for me. So and I had to revert back into my altar boy days. It had been a long time since I did it.
Right, okay. Had you blocked some of those days out?
I 25, 30 years ago I did this, you know?
Yeah. But they reckon you were one of the top 100
Top 100, yeah, Killala.
You're right up there, like.
So he came
your picture's still on the
He
wall.
lifted the chalice up in the air.
Yeah.
And I gave it the little ring.
It was lovely as well.
And then we broke our shite laughing in the pew.
Yeah, and then Nicola turned to me and she said, you know what, actually, let's keep... I don't know what happened to me a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, I made the day better.
Let's stick together. Now,
it was one of my favourite moments at the wedding.
Yeah, it was actually one of my favourite too because, like I said, the awkwardness of it. But the priest never. Do you think that's like a thing where they leave something under the chair or somewhere?
Yeah,
like, he didn't tell ye.
There was no little sign in it either. Ring in case of communion.
Yeah. Like he didn't even go, you know what to do.
And I think there's a religious term. Brendan might be able to look it up there, our researcher. Yeah. What is the religious term on the transfer of bread to the bread of Christ? There's some sort of a religious term on that.
Oh, what?
What is it?
Constantinople.
Constantinople is not the term.
Yeah.
But Brendan's going to look it up and we're going to continue discussing it.
No. Yeah. That's the thing. And also, there was something else I was going to say about the wedding. Oh yeah, I have an auntie, Patricia.
Okay.
Every wedding there's ever been.
Was she one of the two mad ones that came down to Fiddlers the night before?
No. That was other ones. That was Trina and Breda.
Right. They're mental.
Oh yeah, they're well up for it, aren't they?
They absolutely are.
It's actually hard to keep up with them.
Yeah, it is very much, yeah. And then the book with them, then I know who he was. But he was mad for going swimming.
Yeah, no, they found him down. They didn't.
Okay.
No, that's Broken Tom as well, right?
He's mental too. Sorry, Brendan has an answer. Transubstantiation. Why, in the name of God, was there not something there to indicate that this bell was for the transubstantiation?
Yeah, if you're going to transubstantiate, please use this bell. You have a few bits, I presume, Ray, that you want to get onto.
I have a phone.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
I have it with a company called Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Now, have it.
That's Tree now.
Tree.
I
have it with Tree. And they, it's an iPhone 11.
It is.
And they about 2 years now in the contract.
Oh,
so the 24 months is up basically.
So you want the new one?
No, I didn't want the new one. I was quite happy to stay with the one I have because it's doing perfect.
And are you going to switch off of the Tree contract?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about it.
Have you heard of Gomo?
Oh, don't try and sell me something now because there's no point.
I'm not an agent for them. It's just fucking €12 a month.
I know it could be €12 a month, but the amount of time apparently I talk about 700 minutes a month.
Yeah, but it's free.
It doesn't know they have a limit. Most of these companies have a limit and it's about 200 minutes, which is fine for everybody except me. I just talk a lot.
So you're going to keep paying 60 quid?
I have to pay 60 quid a month, otherwise I can't talk as much as I want to talk.
None of that is true, what you've just told. I guarantee you that's not true.
Well, then I'll set the challenges. Anyone can send me on details of a plan where you can talk for 700 minutes a month.
Yeah.
Let me know.
That's not 60 quid.
That's not 60 quid. Yeah. Anyway, 24 month contract up.
Right.
What do I get a call from the last night? The loyalty team.
Oh.
Yeah. They are like the best of the best in Tree.
Yeah.
These are the top notch staff.
Yeah, these are the ones that like before they ring you, they're doing 3 lines of coke.
Yeah. If it was the German army, they'd be the SS.
No.
Yeah.
No. And if it was the Irish army, they'd be the FCA.
Yeah. Woo! No, that's not. They'd be the Irish Ranger wing. Anyway. FCA are not the top.
You got so upset, like it wouldn't be the FCA back.
Military.
I was obviously joking, man. The FCA. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway,
you can't even give the FCA a good, like.
No, you can't.
They just throw little pellets. Go on, will you tell me the story, Ray? And stop. Do you know what I mean? Like, just tell me the story, like.
She rang me anyway and she said, "Are you happy enough with your plan? Are you happy enough?" I said, "I am." I said, I can't really think about getting another phone because they're mad money. They're like 800 or 900 euros.
Even on bill,
new
like.
iPhones, yeah. She said, "No, well today now, because you're a good customer, I could do it for 429 for you."
No.
And I was thinking, "Oh Jesus, I presume I'm signing up for another 2 years."
Yeah.
And she says, "Yes, you are." And I said, "Oh Jesus, I don't think I can afford that." Right, I'll take 100 off at 329.
What?
Oh, they're savage buys, these, like. And I'll also switch it on to a plan where you can have the 5G. And I was going, "Oh, the really fast internet." She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, that makes that. Maybe I might go for it." And of course, she seen me.
She
coming.
sold you.
She sold me. I took it.
An iPhone 12.
An iPhone 13.
But like an iPhone 13.
Yeah.
But do you think? Like, I bet you she was like, "Oh, sorry, Ray, I'm just going to put you on hold there and let me see if I can chat to my manager, right?" And then she puts you on hold and she just goes, "I'll give it 20 seconds." And then she's like, kind of fucking picks her nose, maybe has a chat with her. "Eileen, you were out last night. Was it your mother's birthday? Was it good? That was lovely, was it?" And then she, "Okay, Ray, I just had a chat with them there, Ray, and they said I could 329 is the best we can do."
Yeah.
Like, they can do whatever they want. Like.
Yeah, it's unreal. I took it anyway. Hook, line, and sinker.
Jesus
so now I was thinking
Christ.
to myself, right, geez, she said, "And you won't even have to pay for it till the middle of November because it'll come out in your next bill." I was going, "Great, I have a month and a half to try and find the money." You know? So then I said, "But sure, I can sell my own phone."
Yeah.
So I went on to the adverts.
So they're going for about 600-700 quid, I'd say.
There!
Yeah.
I was going, "Am I going to make money on this?"
Yeah.
And then I went, "No,
Why, what's you going
I'm
to
not that sort of fella." I threw an old message into the group, into the children group. We have a little children group, me and the 3 sisters, right? We call it the Childer.
Okay.
And I says to the 3 sisters, "Anyone had any interest in my iPhone 11 that I'm selling?"
Yeah.
Right? Little sister Karen came back. She said, "Geez, I might be interested in it." She has a Hawaii.
So, yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it, she said, except it's shite. So,
I've had my Huawei P20 for 4 years now.
I know, yeah, that's fine.
No, it's shite, like. In modern scope.
Yeah, we're not going to get any sponsorship from Hawaii anytime soon.
No, and you wouldn't want to, man, because they're listening in, they're tinkering in all of your...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the Chinese.
That's the Chinese, man.
So Karen, anyway, as I rang Karen, so Karen's interested now in buying the phone.
Right.
And Karen says to me, "What do you want for it?" And I said, "Well, look, they're charging me 329 for the new one, so if you give me the 329, I'll be happy." Right?
You could have made twice that.
I know that, but it's my sister. Do you know? But this just shows you now how the McAndrews work.
No, how you work.
No, it's not just me, you see.
Right.
Karen immediately went, no, I can't. I'll have to give you 450 first.
You're both you're in a business deal and you're both arguing.
We're haggling the wrong way.
You're wrong way.
Yeah.
Both you're haggling the wrong way.
I'm looking for as little as possible. She's looking to give me as much as possible.
She's like, "The best I can do is 800, Ray." And you're like, "No, the best I can do is 200.
200, no. Look, I'll just give it to you for nothing.
No, you're not giving it to me for nothing. I'll give you 1,500 for it tomorrow, and that's the best I can do.
So then we haggled a bit more and we settled on 400.
Right.
So obviously I lost out. I was hoping to get 329 for it. She insisted on giving me the 400.
That's not right, man. Sorry about that you missed on such
but
a
it
fucking
was
lucrative
alright.
business deal.
Because I had to buy a cover for the new phone anyway, so I actually balanced out.
80 quid for a cover for a phone.
Something about that, yeah.
Where are you buying your covers, man?
I like to get the Apple
Abu
one that
Dhabi.
goes with the phone.
What?
Do you know? I like to get the Apple one that goes with the phone.
What is it about the iPhone that attracts you to an iPhone?
I'm an awful Apple fan.
Yeah. I love Apple as well. Like.
I've just Apple everything, and it's terrible. They've really succeeded when marketing to me.
Well, I have Apple computers.
Yeah.
I have the Apple's iPads.
Yeah.
But then I have the Huawei
I
phone.
don't know how you do it.
Like, I
I
would
wouldn't
get
be
an
able to
app,
sleep
but they're
at
too
night.
expensive.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, but
Things, it'd be like wearing odd socks.
like, they're way too expensive.
They are expensive.
iPhones, like, you'd get the equivalent power, like,
Yeah.
in like a Redmi or one of those Xiaomi phones.
A what?
That's another company called Redmi and Xiaomi.
Who?
Xiaomi
Who?
Xiaomi down here. And you get the same power and everything in processing.
you won't.
But you will. You're just saying, no, you won't. The iPhone 13 has everything better than everything in the world. Yeah. But it doesn't. It's just way more expensive. Obviously, they're class phones.
It's fine now. I've signed up, paid off over the next.
And you're signed up for
24
another
months.
2 years.
Yeah, another 2
on
years.
60 quid again.
60 quid. So no rush sending on those details, those plans that are better.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I'm just too much of a talker. But you get 300
But you
international
don't have to-
minutes.
you
I can
don't
ring
have-
people internationally now.
I know, but you don't have to pay 60 quid just because you're a big talker. That's not how the world works. You know what I mean?
Thanks for making me feel bad now about the purchase.
Oh
Me
man,
all excited about my new phone coming.
man, I have a chest like a junkie's carpet today, man.
You
with all
are
the
like,
drink.
I can actually see you sweating from
Look
here.
at me eyeballs.
Yeah, you're sweating.
I'm sweating out of my eyes.
Yeah.
Some people call that tears. It's not tears, man. Because I'm not upset about anything. I just want to
You're
stay.
2 weeks married now. Any change?
No, not much of a change, Ray. If I'm being honest, like nothing has changed. Like,
Good. And you're 30.
yeah, and I'm 30 year old now.
We would have always said that when you hit 30, you get a wisdom download.
Okay.
And you just get all of a sudden wiser.
Yeah,
Has
like
that
there's a new
happened?
folder in my body, and I
Yeah.
have to unzip it.
Yeah, no, just yeah, because it's a software update.
Yeah, I'm on Kendy 2.0 now. Is this
Kendy 3.0.
Kendy 3.0? But there's some buffering and there's some bug issues on it, Ray. I think.
Get a bugger.
Yeah, I think that there's some buffering issues and some bug issues, and I think that a subsequent update might be needed because I feel like shite.
Okay.
Look at my head.
I'm looking at you.
Nothing about this head says I'm happy about being the age I am.
Look,
now.
once you sober up in a few days, you'll be fine.
I don't feel it right now, anyway.
This is episode 134, by the way.
Yes,
How
it
are we
is.
for time? It is now 6 o'clock.
Oh, it's 6 o'clock in the
It
day.
is 6 o'clock.
We are going down to do a gig in Fiddlers. Myself, you, Brendan, and Joanne. And that means nothing to you because he would have missed it.
Yeah, but before we do that, Brendan
What?
wanted to say something.
Oh, yeah,
So-
Brendan has something he needs to say. Should we let him in on a mic or something?
I suppose you better come in on the mic.
Come in on a mic, Brendan.
Oh, put it on Mark there.
Leave the camera on me and then you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, don't bring the whole controller with you. He's so... all he wants to be is on the podcast.
Sure, we
Not
can't
good
be
enough to be
stopping
flicking
him.
the camera.
No, we can't be stopping him
Who's,
now.
whose mic you want to use?
You might as well use his if you're talking to me, sure. Yeah. Don't stand in front of the camera now, man. You dirty bowsy. You're good there now. Tell me, Brendan, what you want to say. Go on.
So our sponsor, Brian,
Oh, yeah.
from the Blind Tiger Fantastic Amusement Food Centre,
Tremendous event
whatever
centre.
cocktail stuff.
You're the worst manager ever. Go on. Come on.
He has decided a challenge for Kendy, right? So we decided the challenge, and then we found a business in town that would do the challenge. And you're going to do it now in the next week or 2 weeks. We're going to figure the exact date.
What is it?
It is you ever hear of a back sack and crack wax?
What?
Muirin in the Hair and Beauty Quarter on High Street there has agreed that she will she'll do this.
She has seen nothing like what is going on
And she wears
between
glasses,
my cheeks.
So she wears glasses. They look bigger.
Oh my God. Are you
The hair,
serious?
the amount, yeah. So Brian said he has to do it. That's a challenge I want as a sponsor, that he has to do it. And we will come up with other challenges as well.
Oh my God. I have to go in and get waxed out of it.
Yeah. Now we mightn't video it, but
I'm
we
not
will
trying to be a
definitely
porn star.
we'll do some kind of reactions to it. Go on, Ray. wants
Ray,
to-
jump in.
This is the best thing ever. So it's Mirren. Hold on, put back.
Muirin from the Hair and Beauty Quarter. I'll go back to camera now so we can get Ray's reactions.
She has never in her life. She doesn't know what she signed herself up for.
This is the best thing
Did
ever.
you know about this?
No, not at all. This is the first I've heard about it.
Oh my
okay,
God.
so back. Let me just, because that's kind of a colloquialism putting it back. So your back is going to. Have you a hairy
I
back?
have no hairy back. Now move on to the next part.
Sack.
Yes, it's fucking yes.
Would you keep it trimmed?
But she can't wax it though.
No, but
she'll tear my beans off.
and then crack. Oh no, that's one you could be interested in.
Well, Ray, why would I be interested in getting my crack?
The only problem I think I can see with this is if you get this done, you're going to be then having to get it done all the time because it'll grow back twice as much.
And it'll be all prickly.
Oh yeah, it'll be prickly out of it.
Imagine.
Do you know, Nicola won't enjoy that now.
But you know, I don't want to be enjoying that. That's something I don't look at.
No.
Like, that's the thing.
Do you
like,
think it's a forest down there?
yeah, like, I don't be worrying about
Do you
what's
think
going
it's a
on.
garden that Dermot Bannon really needs to get called in on?
He would be going desperately, I want to turn that into a courtyard.
We're saving the world here.
100% he'd want to turn it into a
Dermot
courtyard.
Bannon, that's not the one I'm thinking of. That's the book with the courtyard. Dermot Gavin. Yeah.
Oh, that flute.
What's wrong with him?
He'd want to grow vegetables in my book crack.
It's going to be so
100%.
clean.
He'd say there's some foresting in there and there's some foraging and all that kind of stuff. He said, I could definitely get carrots out of it.
I think we'll definitely film it.
Jesus Christ of almighty, man. You're not going to film it fully.
Yes, absolutely fully.
Ray, we're not putting it up on fucking Pornhub, like. What?
I wouldn't know there'd be no call for it on Pornhub.
There'd be no call for
It'd
it
be one of
anywhere.
them YouTube videos that you'd watch. Like,
I don't think YouTube would let that go up, if I'm being honest.
So that's what our sponsor Brian O'Sullivan does be thinking about in his idle moments.
Yeah, rather than giving me the food
He's
that I
thinking about
deserve.
your crack.
He's flat out thinking about the sack on me. I'm awful afraid like that she'll start waxing it and all of a sudden I'd be like, you're standing 4 foot away from me, will you pull the yoke
It'd be
off?
nothing worse than clipping it now or something, you know, if there's a bit of, because apparently the bleeding down there now will be hard stopped.
I have a gentleman friend who was shaving it before and he nicked it, man. He said he thought one of his balls was going to fall out.
Oh God.
He split it so bad, man.
Jesus.
He said it was wider than in his mouth. I'm going to be sick
Mighty crack.
Brendan, thank you so much indeed. Fair play to you. And fair play to the Blind Tiger. That is a tremendous event centre.
Have you any shout outs?
Not that I can remember. No,
I've
not
won.
really. Go on.
A lady from Tipperary.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right. Her name is, I think it's Elaine. I could be wrong.
Her second name is Way.
No, no, it's here somewhere now. She's as well back. Elaine Morrissey.
Elaine Morrissey.
And I just want to shame her because in her words, she said, I'm just so glad I found your podcast and TikTok. I prefer ye to the two Johnnies.
Oh, that's an awful thing to say, but thank you.
I live in Tip and I can't say that too loud.
Yeah, because they will come and find you and bait you with Hurleys.
Well, good luck to you, Elaine.
I've heard they do that because they're trying to fight us off all the time. We're like right behind them, tugging on their tails. Like.
Yeah, I know. We're nearly there. Like
they have about I don't know, maybe 100,000 listeners. We're up on like nearly 1,000.
Yeah,
like we are like
you're biting at them.
We're biting at the heels, man. We're chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
Right.
So look, we leave it at
Elaine,
that.
fair play to you.
Yeah, fair play to Elaine. And again, happy birthday, Joanne. It'll be out, and obviously it'll be her birthday, and she'll be 30, and we'll have a big party. And you get to drink again.
Oh, for the love of Jesus! Like,
Don't forget, we have a Wednesday this week as well.
Oh, for the love of Jesus!
Okay. On that note, Brendan, do you want us to run anything more? Is that it now? Are we happy? Yeah, okay.
Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.